What are the issues young voters care about?
Okay, my guess would be that they're looking for something to keep them here. That could be job opportunities. It could also be just the arts district, something that they can cling to. And I think that Arts and Stark is doing a good job of trying to do that, bring the arts back again. But I think without jobs, it's going to be difficult to keep them here. So I think that what you need to have is people who, we need to foster the idea of fitting our education to future needs, so that we have people who, for example, the largest employer is Alton Hospital. We need to make sure that we are educating people to work in the technical industries and the medical industries. Although factory is important, they're changing from manual steel slitters to running computers that create the steel or the bearings. So we need to try to fit the education to our future needs, and I think those two things together will really help.
Mr. Garrett?
Yeah, I agree in that respect. There has to be a pull to keep the young professionals. The Forbes study indicates, excuse me, the same Forbes study indicates that Canton's number 9 on dismal list. Also indicates that we only have 18% of the residents having a college education. It's not that we're undereducated, it's that we're losing those young professionals because we have 5 colleges and universities within driving distance. So there has to be some motivation to keep them here, whether it's, and First Friday has been a great venue. The arts in downtown here have been super for First Friday. My proposal all along has been expanding it into neighborhood night, where you highlight businesses, events, whether it's summer stock, drama, things in the neighborhood, things in the parks or the green spaces, where you have an opportunity to highlight youthful activities, not just partying downtown, but something that has a pull, but also has an intrinsic value to it. And I think when you can latch onto that, and you can feel good about what you're doing and making an impact, much like this organization, I think that that just propels itself and mushrooms into something bigger and something better.
Jerry, I think you had a question somewhere around that, right?
Yes. What are your plans to empower youth in the city? For instance, would they be considered in the development of committees, not just city committees, but also neighborhood committees? What do you plan to do to actually get them involved more in how the city functions?
I can take that one. You know, being older doesn't necessarily mean I'm detached, but I don't think I know exactly, by probably the previous questions, you know, what really is relevant now to some of the youth. So I think when you involve them, whether it's for any business, for example, when you want to know how to change things on the line, you go to the people who work on the line, or people who work, who do the work, and see what their suggestions are. I would say open it up. The recent opportunity of music in the bottom of the Metropolitan Center that opened up last Friday, the first Friday of the month. I think that's a great venue. That's an opportunity that's going to pull them, and you take those type of opportunities, you take the type of venue, and you increase that to say, you know, give me your thoughts and ideas. And you know, out of the box thinking is really whether it's entrepreneurial skills and opportunities, or whether it is rebirth to neighborhoods in downtown. Bureaucratic thinking doesn't make it. It's going to have to be different, innovative thinking, bold thinking, something that you haven't maybe not tried before as a new opportunity. So that's where youthful enthusiasm or new ideas, I think, is really going to be a plus in that respect. And you draw them that way by giving them a blank board and say, you know, have at it. Let's see what you have, what you think.
Yeah, I think Leon is exactly right. What we need to do is have less of the old guard thinking and more of old guard listening, because we can't, again, we come from a different frame of reference, a different background, and so what we think is important or would be important to these may be completely off center. So it comes down to, one, monitoring what's happening downtown. Oracle is a good example. First Friday is a good example. But monitor those. See what is exciting, what people relate to, and then you want to start talking to them. And when I say talk, you want to listen. You want to begin the conversation, but you want to listen to see what they are saying, what they're telling you. Because I can tell you a whole bunch of things, but I could be so far off the mark. So I need to listen, take that, formulate it, get it back, and put it into some kind of presentable form that would be attractive.